So Game 5 was a winner-take-all game. And near halftime of this game, Larry Bird would go down with a severe head injury, possibly a broken cheekbone, as well as a mild concussion.
Oh, that's that one dude that was talking shit.
On the floor, his left hand keeps it alive, but he stays down for a long time. What effort by Larry.
Why did that happen? Why did his hand just fail him?
Larry.
What's good, YouTube? It's the kid BaffourHD. I'm back again with another video. I'm over here with
Yanni.
I need y'all to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We about to react to 5 times Larry Bird was injured and refused to quit, bruh. Y'all already know we rock with Larry Bird over here. So, hey, in the first 48 hours, let's go for 2,000 likes, you know what I'm saying? And comment something. Let me know your favorite thing about Larry Bird. And let's get straight to the video. 2,000 likes in the first 48 hours. Hit the subscribe button. About 48% no, not 48%, about 90+% of y'all not subscribed. Not cool, bro. Join the gang, notification, hit all of that. So, hey, let's go.
You know, to his credit, he gets up and fights through it and goes out there and plays, but he is not a healthy person right now.
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly self-motivated as Larry Bird.
I think 4 or 5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you just, you know, you're gonna, I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm back in a video. For this time, once again, we have to talk about Larry Legend, one of my favorite players of all time. And I think even the most casual NBA fan knows Larry Bird in his career was a very tough player, and he overcame tremendous adversity as well as injuries. And I wanted to make a very quick video explain how tough Larry Bird was and just some of the big time injuries he overcame. So with that being said, let's get into the video and look at 5 times Larry Bird overcame injuries.
Let's go!
And dominated. So the first injury we're going to look at is from 1979, before Larry Bird was even in the NBA. And his injury occurred in a friendly softball game with Larry Bird's brother as well as his friends. And here, Jackie McMullen explained this very bizarre and peculiar.
What do you know about softball?
What do you know about softball?
Softball queen.
Y'all think she's really good at softball? Like, when you do you really believe what she's saying? Come on, bro. Nobody that plays softball does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just gave it away right there.
I don't know any softball or baseball players.
Okay. I'm not at least claiming to know. You're the one claiming like you're the softball queen.
Yeah, because I play.
Isn't softball for just women though?
No.
Injury.
Well, he shows up, and who's on the other team but his brother? So Larry's playing out in the outfield, and his brother hits this kind of spinning, looping ball, almost like a Tim Wakefield knuckleball. It's just spinning all over the place. And Larry tries...
What's a knuckleball?
Knuckleball, like a boom. We got that in soccer. What you talking about?
No, what's...
A knuckleball, well, in soccer, knuckleball is...
We're not talking about soccer.
Okay, if you just ask me what a knuckleball is, I would say it's when the ball goes left, right, and like back. So, what is it? Because it shouldn't be different things in different...
What?
There shouldn't be different things in different sports. A knuckleball should just be a knuckleball.
Oh, knuckleball. I don't watch soccer, so I don't know.
Okay, what's a knuckleball and softball? Or baseball, whatever they're talking about. Exactly. Let us know in the comment section, because she don't even know. She's over here trying to question me and shit.
I do know.
And so if you know, then you know I'm correct.
No, we're going to let them answer in the
Alright, let us know in the comment section what a knuckleball is. Let's go.
down to make a basket catch, and his finger goes all the way back. And he's like, man, wow, it really hurts. And you look down, and it's ball. It's just spinning all over the place. And Larry tries to go down to make a basket catch, and his finger goes all the way back. And he's like, man, wow, it really hurts. And you look down, and his finger was completely dislocated and mangled. And, you know, it really was bothering me. He had to stop playing right away. So now remember, he's been drafted by the Celtics during this point, but he has not signed a contract yet.
Damn.
So his finger is in a bad way. He has to have major surgery with clips put in and pins and everything else.
Ugh.
And he never tells the Celtics this has happened. But, you know, sooner or later they get word, and they summon him to Boston. And the trainer examines him and says, and the team doctor examines him, and they say to Red Auerbach, this guy's damaged goods. Now, Red's like, really? So he says, come on, Larry, get dressed. So Larry puts on his stuff, Red throws him the ball. He goes out, starts shooting from all over the floor. He's hitting from everywhere. Throws him a few bounce passes, has him throws a few overhead passes, and he said, "You look fine to me, kid." And Bird said, "Great." But Bird to this day will tell you, he's never had the same feel for the basketball.
So obviously a pretty bad finger injury that affected Bird for the rest of his life. And around 2010, Larry Bird gave an interview and said his finger to this day is shaped like a boomerang at a 45-degree angle pointing toward his thumb. And he's had 2 surgeries that have failed to straighten it out. But I think the most intriguing thing in that clip is that Larry Bird himself said he never had the same feel for the basketball after this injury. And Bird, for his career already, was one of the best shooters of all time. He was the first player ever to win the 50-40-90 club, and he routinely shot over 90% from the line. But with that being said, 90%. Bird actually was a better shooter than he was in the NBA if it wasn't for that devastating finger injury. Now, next up on the Bird injury list, we go to his back, one of the worst injuries a player could ever have. And this injury for Bird occurred in 1985 in the middle of his prime. And his doctor, as well as a few commentators, talking about how tough Bird was and how difficult it was for him to even play a basketball game.
Larry had 2 jobs his last 7 years of playing. It was playing basketball, and then it was him being committed to taking care of his back.
He had first heard it in 1985, building the driveway at his mom's house back in French Lick.
Larry decides to do it himself. This is Larry Bird, the superstar, out there breaking his back, literally shoveling gravel. And that was the beginning of a process.
I would see him on TV laying down, and then they told me that he had to lay down on planes, different things like that. And I was like, wow.
As Magic soared through the prime of his career, Bird was breaking down. His deteriorating back and punishing style of play proving an excruciating mix.
From 88 to 92, it was painful to watch. It was painful to cover. Larry is quite ornery when he's not feeling well, which means he was ornery for those next 4 years.
He could manage the pain in a way that very few people can do.
Oh my God.
Damn.
You get paid to go to work, you got to go to work.
Damn.
It was a situation that he was seeing almost daily.
Wait, was it his head hit the floor or the dude's leg?
Very few people can do.
Damn. You get paid to go to work, you got to go to work.
It was a situation that he was seeing almost daily. He had lost the structural stability in his spine. So it would slip into abnormal positions to try and lock itself to get an artificial stability. That's like getting your finger stuck in a door and somebody's still pushing on the door. So what we had to do was unlock his spine, realign it, do techniques that would hold that for 4 hours, 6 hours, that type of thing, and then he'd go play basketball.
So obviously that back injury was pretty devastating for Bird, and it kind of marked the end of his prime. But even with that being said, Bird in his last 7 seasons still put up tremendous stats, averaging 25 points per game, 9.3 boards, 7.0 assists on near 50-40-90 splits. Those stats right there from an offensive perspective are still some of the best stats of all time. And once again show Bird could handle pain like few athletes ever.
Now you want
and one of the most remarkable things I've ever heard comes from Larry Bird's former teammate, that being Robert Parrish. According to Parrish, Larry Bird never took painkillers, pills, or any shots in his entire career. Bird simply toughed it out and showed mental toughness as well as physical toughness and played basketball at the highest level for 7 more years. Now also one thing Larry Bird was known for was being mentally tough. And here's a quick story from Kevin McHale talking about Larry Bird's mental toughness after being stuck down in an airport for 10 straight hours.
Hey, that pass is so hard to me. He just bounced, was running, and he just flicked it away. Look at this shit, bro. He didn't grab it and pass. He just pushed.
Stuck down in an airport for 10 straight hours.
Back then when we flew commercial, we didn't fly private. We played in a Tuesday night game in Cleveland. And of course, we got up for the first flight out. We had a game on Wednesday night in New Jersey. Snowstorm hits Cleveland. We're at the airport at 7 in the morning. Flight's canceled at 7. It's canceled at 8. It's canceled at 9. It's canceled at 10. Canceled at 11, 12. We finally leave about 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon. We fly up to New Jersey. Now the storm has kind of moved into Jersey. And the bus driver says, well, I can't get to the hotel, into the arena. I can only go to one place. Well, we had a game that night. We go to the arena. So we get to the arena, and I mean, we're dragging. And we're sitting around the locker room, and, you know, and everybody's kind of we're tired, and all of a sudden, the coach gives a little bit of a speech of, come on, man, guys, we're playing basketball, let's get ready to go. And Larry stands up, and Larry says, a couple other few choice words, and he says, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to take it out on their rear ends. So I was like, oh, all right, so let's go. So we go on the floor.
Quiz of the day. All right, quiz of the day. Let me know who this is in the comment section. Don't cheat, don't look it up or nothing. Just right now, comment section, let me know who this is. Let's go.
Albert King sitting there. Larry walks up to Albert King and goes, don't take this butt whooping personally. I've been eating hot dogs all day. And then Albert King looks at him like,
no way,
you've been eating hot dogs all day? What's that got to do with me? And we went out and just hammered him. I mean, we terrorized him. And that was Larry. There was no excuses. I mean, he just played. And I tell you, that was just his competitive nature. But a day when you fly all day and eat hot dogs in the airport, best thing was Albert's look on his face like, what hot dogs got to do with me?
And that story from Kevin McHale, for the most part, is pretty comical, but I think it still shows Larry Bird had extreme mental toughness. And when it came to playing basketball, he would give it his best every single night. And I actually went back to Larry Bird's game charts, and I found this game from 1986 on April 13th. In this game, Boston beat New Jersey by 28 points. Larry Bird had 26, 4, and 3 on 64% shooting, and he didn't miss a single three-pointer or a single free throw. And what makes it even more impressive to me is this game versus New Jersey was the last game of the season. Bird could have easily packed it in and waited for the playoffs, but still, he wanted to play this game for his teammates as well as his coaches. And that year in '86, Larry Bird didn't miss a single game, playing all 82. And if you compare that mindset from Bird to the modern day players, it's simply night and day.
Wow.
I pretty much guarantee you, any modern day superstar will 100% sit out that game and rest for the playoffs. But not Larry
Bird. It really just looks like a fun game.
When talking about Larry Bird in his prime, 1980 to 86, really before his big-time injuries, he played 561 out of 574 games. He played all 82 games 3 times and over 36 minutes per game every single year. And 2 years, he actually led the NBA in minutes per game. So back in the day, Larry Bird, if he could walk, he was 100% suiting up and playing basketball.
Bro, I missed that, bro.
But the one time
he
simply could not play.
Wait, did he stop and look at him?
Every single year, Larry Bird, if he could walk, he was 100% suiting up.
I think he stopped and looked at him. He just paused for a little bit.
But the one time in Bird's career where he simply could not play was in 1989. This year, Larry Bird had severe bone spurs.
He did that? I thought he was the one defending dude.
But the one time in Bird's career where he simply could not play was in 1989. This year, Larry Bird had severe bone spurs. He had what many people thought was a broken foot, and he had double Achilles surgery. And back in the day, an Achilles injury could possibly be the end of your career. But once again, not for Larry Bird, as the following year, he had a very great and underrated season, averaging 24.3 points per game, 9.5 boards, 7.5 assists, while playing 75 games at 39.3 minutes per game, while leading the NBA in free throw percentage. So even after all those injuries, Larry Bird once again came back to all-star form, and he overcame double Achilles surgery. Now the last Bird injury we have is in 1991, and his injury is also the last great Larry Bird moment.
You see how unathletic he is? See how he run down the court? The man's getting blessed by somebody that's so unathletic.
And his injury is also the last great Larry Bird moment in the 91 playoffs versus the Indiana Pacers.
Just not an athletic
and to kind of set the stage in this series, Boston, they were heavily favored. But in games 1 through 4, Bird was not playing up to par, only averaging 18 points per game, 9 assists, 8 boards, on 37% shooting, and 11% from 3. And back in the day in the first round, it was a best-of-5 series. So Game 5 was a winner-take-all game. And near halftime of this game, Larry Bird would go down with a severe head injury, possibly a broken cheekbone, as well as a mild concussion.
Oh, that's that one dude that was talking shit.
On the floor, his left hand keeps it alive, but he stays down for a long time. What effort by Larry Bird.
Why did that happen? Why did his hand just fail him?
And Larry Bird is headed directly to the locker room for treatment.
But in typical Larry Bird fashion, he would tough it out and come back in the middle of the third quarter.
And here comes Larry Bird. But certainly this out of the pages of Willis Reed in Game 5 of the championship series involving the Knicks and the Lakers in 69-70.
And in this Game 5 in the Boston Garden, from that moment on, Larry Bird would dominate the remaining 18 minutes of that game, having 17 points, 7 boards, and 5
He dominated the rest of the game?
60% shooting, leading Boston to a 3-point win. And that Game 5 versus Indy, the last great Larry Bird moment as he overcame injury and dominated in that second half. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts. How tough do you think Larry Bird was? Is he the greatest trash talker of all time? And where do you rank him on your all-time list? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, I'll see you guys next time.
Hey, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching today's video. Like I said, in the first 48 hours, let's go for like 2,000 likes. And hit the subscribe button and join the gang, you know what I'm saying? Notification button, all of that. And we'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Let's go!